Welcome to Gene and Mike do the New York Times crossword.
Hi, I'm Jean.
And I'm Mike. And today we're doing the crossword for Friday, November 22nd, 2024. So, did you do the crossword?
I did.
And what did you think?
It was easy.
Really?
I found it quite easy for a Friday.
Oh, good.
Which, yeah, is good because it's like Wednesday and Thursday did me in.
Yes, Thursdays was a Saturday.
Well, Fridays, I think, was a Tuesdays.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no, there were a lot of challenging corners, but I got it done fairly quickly.
Well, good.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, that means you have less time to savor it.
Well, I don't mind.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of nice to have extra time on a Friday.
Right. Yeah, it took me, I don't know, about the same time as it took me Thursday, I think. So, yeah, I didn't find this too easy, but I was able to sort of muddle through it.
Very good.
There was no theme.
No, as is so often the case on Friday.
There was also no rebus.
No rebus.
I feel obligated to report that simply because of our surprise cameo rebusize on Wednesday.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure that rebusi is the correct plural of rebus.
Oh, could be.
I mean, it's the New York Times. They should know their Latin.
Right. So, but there were some good clues.
I thought it
started. The first one.
Oh, yes.
One with an accept all cookies policy, and that was Santa.
That was hilarious.
That was very funny. And then the one two under it, 15 across, macronutrient grouping, and it was AEIOU because the word macronutrient has all of the vowels in it. So.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out where that was coming from. At first, I was thinking that these were going to be like various nutrients. I was iodine, O was oxygen.
I was thinking they were all vitamins. So vitamin A, vitamin E. But then when I got to vitamin I don't think there is such a thing.
Yes.
Or O or U for that matter.
Well, I was having trouble with I had iodine and oxygen, but I thought uranium really probably wouldn't be a great thing to eat.
I don't think so.
So that's where mine fell apart.
Mm-hmm.
We had 3 down. Really, allow me. And the answer was no, I insist.
Oh, right.
I do insist for a while, and that sort of threw me off.
Right.
Let's see. I liked 4 down. Hey, the light turned green, and that's in square brackets. Listeners, if you see something in square brackets, it's often a sound that you're supposed to reproduce. In this case, it was toot toot.
Toot toot. Yeah, that was good. That was good.
Yes. Let's see. We had 29 across. Google's former motto, don't be evil.
Right. And I had heard that, but I had totally forgotten that was its motto.
I was aware of that. And it's my motto that never trust a company who has to remind themselves not to be evil.
Mm-hmm. I wonder what its motto is now.
Don't
show me the money.
Don't be so greedy. Let's see. We had, interestingly, 12 across was a bunch of daisies. Daisies with a capital D, which was significant, and that was troop.
That's right.
And then we had 10 down, daisy-like bloom, which was an aster.
That is correct, yes.
So we had a lot of flowery stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, ironically, 51 across, one is seen above the pretzel in the Auntie Anne's logo, halo.
Yes.
But I did some extensive research, i.e. I used the resources of the company that reminded itself, don't be evil. Mm-hmm. And in 2017, Auntie Anne's, there was a press release from Auntie Anne saying that they were changing their logo to have like a bunch of flowers around the pretzel.
Huh.
It just occurred to me, I wonder if that was an April Fool's joke. Mm. I hadn't checked the date for it, but I went and looked at Auntie Anne's and all the chains around here, the outlets, and they all had pictures of a pretzel with a halo above it. Oh. So I'm not sure what happened to the flower
garland of flowers.
The garland of flowers, yes. An interesting idea, but
yeah, maybe
they just had it for a short time, and there was this massive protest from their loyal Halo fans.
Perhaps.
I don't know. Mm-hmm. We had 7 down. 7 down was creatures that sleep by taking hundreds of minute-long naps throughout the day. I thought it was going to be students, but it turned out to be ants.
Ants?
Yes.
How do they know that?
Well, they interview them. right?
Do
Or
they put tiny little little things on their brain to see if they're sleeping? Or
they just talk to Ant-Man. Paul, whatever his name is.
Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd, there we go. And that's why you can do the crossword. And I can't.
But what's his name in the movie?
Isn't it Hank? Or is that the older guy?
That's the older guy, Hank Pym.
I'm not sure.
Ant-Man.
I just know him as Ant-Man. Yep. Or Anti-Ant-Man. No,
we'll probably think of it after we're done with the podcast.
I'm certainly not going to think about it now. I'm just, because I'm so busy thinking about Anti-Ann as a new hero for Marvel, turns into a pretzel and subdues criminals that way. It's going to be great. I can tell. Right. Hopefully they have some sort of quality control so they can stop that. 29 across. Name that sounds like its first letter. So I went through the alphabet and I discovered it could have been B.
Yes.
D. J.
Right.
K. And Omega. But
Omega.
Oh, sorry. I misspoke. It ended at K there.
Yes, it was K.
It was K, yes.
I guessed K first.
Really?
I was thinking, yes, it could be B or it could be D. But I thought, I bet it's K. And I was right.
Well, it helped that 31 down was, may I help you? And the answer was yes, which I thought was sort of amusing. Yeah. And, did you know 30 down, blank Annie, speaking about Auntie Anne.
Yes, Adu Annie.
Role for which Ellie Stroker was the first wheelchair user to win a Tony.
Yeah.
You knew Adu.
How did they say? Adu Annie.
Adu? This is from Oklahoma, right?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
I believe that's how it's pronounced. Because when I was in high school...
You were Adu Annie?
I was not Adu Annie, but I was in the musical.
Wow.
Oklahoma, yes.
Wow. What role did you play?
I just played a townsperson, a random townsperson. No, I think I had a name. But
wow, you were famous.
I had one line of singing.
Ah, okay. Could you just?
And I think I had one line of talking, and the rest of the time I was just in the chorus there.
So I gather you were unaware of the exact word or the exact song you were singing.
Out of My Dreams. It was called Out of My Dreams. Yeah,
that's amazing. Yes. So, Ado Annie.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
She sang a song about not being able to say no. I'm just a gal who can't say no.
Yes. Oh, you just brought all those memories back. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Let's see. What else did we have here? We had 36 across. 36 across was be in the picture, ? And so I thought it was sit. Oh, like you'd sit for a painting.
Yeah.
But it was act.
That's right.
Which was pretty clever.
45 across gave me a lot of grief. Ordinary person, idiomatically. Mere mortal.
Right.
That just didn't come to mind. I was thinking of regular Joe, but it didn't work.
Right. Well, I had, for that first letter of mere, I had 38 down was, I don't know how to love blank. And so I figured that was him.
That's right.
So I had it starting with an M, and then 33 down, fragrant fire fodder. I knew it was going to be pine something. I was going to go for pine sol, but I think that's a cleaner, right?
Yes, it is. It does smell kind of piney, though.
Well, maybe people put it on the fire, cleaning the fireplace and getting a nice pine smell at the same time.
I got the log part before I didn't have
really?
It. But I thought, pine for sure, because pine is very fragrant when you burn it.
But like I said, I got the pine part and they didn't know where to go from there.
Pine log.
Because part of the reason was that L came out of 50 across, blank lesson, life lesson.
Right.
That's something that doesn't sort of leap to mind.
No.
At least for me. And then 52 across, field of stars, ? Was astrology.
Yes.
Thought that was good. I was thinking it was going to have something to do with Hollywood, but not the case. We had 49 down, Slugger with 609 career home runs. I went for Cobb, C-O-B-B, because it fitted, but it was Sosa.
Yes, and he was called Slugging Sammy Sosa.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Did he get that name before or after he started playing baseball?
No, I think the slugging came later.
I think it would have been great if he came in with that name and said, well, obviously you're going to be a star. That's why they call me Long Ball Mike.
Right.
I'm hoping to start my football career any moment now. Thanks to all my Planet Fitness exercise, I'm ready to get killed on the first play. Let's see. 42 across. Irritation treated with a warm compress was a sty.
Yeah, I didn't know that was how you treated a sty.
I had the T as the second letter because 43 down. His birthday is celebrated as National Science Day in Serbia, Tesla.
Right.
So I figured it was going to be an itch. But I wasn't sure why you'd be treating an itch with a warm compress.
Right.
But it would be, an itch is an irritation.
Well, it is, but it can be for a lot of different reasons. And maybe some wouldn't, react to a warm compress in a positive way.
I suspect most itches you wouldn't want to put a warm compress on it. That just sounds like bad medicine. Reminder to our listeners, ignore any medical or legal or stockbroking advice that we provide on this podcast. It's not professional. It's not going to help you. In fact, it's probably going to hurt you. We don't want to do that.
That's right.
Let's see. We had 42 down was fashion, and so I went for style because I thought, they have sty going across, they'll have style going down. How cute. Mm-hmm. Except it was wrong. The answer was shape.
Shape, yes.
And then that H of shape started 48 across, puts on the back burner, say, heats.
Yes, I laughed when I got that.
Yeah, that was also quite witty. Just like, wait, wrong way. Very clever. Mm-hmm. And I say very clever to Sarah Sinclair and Raphael Musa, who have written this great crossword.
Very good.
54 down. We've sort of seen something like this very recently. Part of OOO, and the answer was tack.
Right.
Didn't we see what? It was the X's and it was tick?
Yes, I think.
So what's the toe?
Well, I mean, whatever the third one is the toe, right?
Oh, I
tick,
see.
The first one is tick, the second one is tack, and the third one is toe, and it could be either an X or an O.
So you could just say O, and the answer could be toe.
It could.
Oh, that would be awful. I bet Sam Mazursky's writing that down right now. Yeah. It's going to show up on a Saturday when we least expect it. Mm-hmm. Oh, question mark?
Toe.
That would be the cruelest crossword clue ever. And Sam would be, hey, the wordplay people hate me anyways. What the heck? 47 down was brilliant. Takes badly? Question mark. Loots.
Loots. Yeah, that was pretty funny.
There were a lot of good clues here.
Mm-hmm. And was it 29? 29 down, yeah. Where small plates are served. And I'm like, I know this. A tapas bar. But no, it was kids' table. Yep.
That was good.
Uh-huh.
Not quite as funny, but still a good clue. 27 down, calendar. Cal was C-A-L, period. And that was des for December.
Right. Mm-hmm.
That was good. And then we had above that, we had bêtise. And I recognize bêtise as meaning stupid. The answer was actually idiocy in this case.
Oh. Is that French?
Mais oui.
Okay. I was not sure.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. C'est vrai. That's it. I've exhausted my knowledge of French.
No, you haven't.
From this point on, it's going to have to be ChatGPT pretending it's me. Let's see. 21 down. Don't embarrass me. So I thought behave.
Right.
But it was be cool.
Be cool.
That was sort of surprising.
Yeah.
But you needed that C for idiocy.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, staff figures, 58 across, was clefs.
Right. I put notes, but then
I
had to take it out and put clefs.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I think that is probably it for today's crossword by, again, Sarah Sinclair and Raphael Musa. I think it deserves 5 squares in the Jam CR scale. What say ye?
I think that's a very good idea.
It is unanimous then. Mm-hmm. And it is Friday, which means it's time for Fun Fact Friday. It's been a couple of weeks since we've had a fun fact on Fun Fact Friday, so hopefully you've got a good fun fact.
Well, I hope so. It actually came from the Monday crossword, where we had a number of different idioms with the word "and" in the middle of it. And the clue for the fun fact this time is 17 across. Personal bidding in an idiom. And the answer was beck and call.
I recall that.
And I went to theidioms.com. There is actually a website called The Idioms. And you can look up any idiom and it will tell you all about it.
Okay.
So I looked up beck and call.
Right.
And its meaning is being completely available to someone when needed, or to immediately respond when called upon by a particular person, or to make one's self immediately available on the request of another person, ready to perform tasks for someone immediately. It is demanded.
Got it.
And so that is the definition.
Sure.
The origin of it is kind of confusing. It said the confusion in this idiom stems solely from the word beck, as it is no longer a word which is used. I didn't know that we lost words. I just thought we gained words. But anyway, beck is the same as beckon. It says the origin of this can be traced to the 18th century, when the word beck was the same as beckon. To beckon someone is to signal or ask them to approach, while the word call remains the same in meaning, with the shortened version of beckon being beck. In the 18th century, to beckon and call became beck and call. So that's where that word came from.
Okay.
So and that was Old English there. So anyway, that is my fun fact for today.
Well, that was definitely
Beck is the same as beckon, but it is no more a word.
See, I had this theory involving beaks.
Oh,
but
no.
I guess I'll put that to rest.
Nope, it's beck.
Beck.
Beck, that is no more.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, thank you for that fun fact.
You are quite welcome.
And another fun fact is that we are done for today.
Yep.
So thanks everyone for listening. We'll be back again with our cutting edge analysis of what is probably going to be the hardest crossword of the week, but we'll know for sure in a couple of hours. Sorry, it's a Saturday. It's Saturday's fate.
Yep.
But we'll be, whatever that crossword turns out to be, we'll be back to talk about it, unless it actually does us both in.
Yeah.
I don't think a crossword.
What would we say?
I don't think a crossword.
We couldn't do it. Sorry.
Well, no. I mean, if it actually obliterated both of us, that was that tough a crossword. Probably. Let's see. That would be Jeff Chen and Sam Azursky and Sid Sivakumar. The triplet that could do people in. It could be a lethal weapon. The military might express an interest in it. In any event, enough fantasy. We will be back again with our cutting edge analysis of tomorrow, aka Saturday's crossword, tomorrow.
Bye-bye.